Hi guys, today I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've had this planned for ages and I just haven't got around to it because I'm rubbish. I'm going to show you some really simple and easy hairstyles that will be perfect for school or work or uni or college because they just get your hair off your face and get your hair out of the way. I have quite a lot of hair now. I have always had short hair throughout most of my life, but this is the longest my hair has ever been. So for me, this hair just gets in the way. Doing these kind of hairstyles works best on second or third day hair because there's just a bit more texture and it holds it a bit more. If I was to do this when I had clean hair, it just wouldn't stay, it would just fall because my hair is incredibly limp and flat. The first hairstyle I'm going to do is the simple ponytail. The ponytail can be done in hundreds of ways, but this is just the way I like to do it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dry shampoo, and this is by Batiste. This is the Floron and Flirty. And I tend to use this for pretty much any hairstyle I do because it just adds texture to my hair. So I lift up my hair, spray it at the root, do this wherever I fancy. I don't tend to go crazy for it. Then I just give that a quick zhuzh. Normally after using dry shampoo you would brush it through, but because I didn't use a lot you can't see it and I kind of want to keep my hair textured. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a teasing comb and I'm going to be using this spiky end to section my hair, and I'm sectioning the front. So take as much as you want, it just depends on sort of how much hair you want to pin back, how much you want in your ponytail, so on and so forth. Then with that bit of hair I like to just twist it and hold it there with a bobby pin. Now with ponytails I find the key to them is lots and lots of volume, so I take the hair that's sort of near the crown of my head and I tease it. When you're teasing your hair you want to pull it up as much as you can because that way you get the most lift. Make sure you have a hairband for this next bit. I'm going to take all of my hair and just put it up simply in a ponytail. Now one thing you can do if your hair is like mine and it doesn't like to have lift and it likes to be particularly flat, you can tip your head upside down. And you want to pull your hair upwards towards the top of your head so you've got a nice high pony, and then simply tie it off with a hair tie. Then when you've got your hair tie, tighten it just by pulling the hair outwards and upwards. Then the next thing I do is I just pull out bits of hair so that it makes it look nice and big and voluminous. Voluminous, that's a nice word, isn't it? Then with the front section, which I've just unclipped, you can do various different things. But before I do that, one thing I always do is I always pull out a bit of hair from the opposing side. Just feel like it frames my face nicer and makes it look a bit sort of messier. With the actual ponytail itself you can see it's gone very messy because of the dry shampoo and because of the back combing, so I don't really need to do anything to that. You can brush it if you want to. I just like to leave it messy because I like it to be big and messy and sort of effortless looking. So for this front section you can do what you want. I like to pin it off my face, so the first thing I do is I take it in sections and I just back comb it again. You will notice back combing features heavily in this video. Then I take that whole section and I do a mini twist, so all I've done is I've taken it and just twisted it ever so slightly, and then I just push it upwards and pin it in place. And then the last step is to set with hairspray. This is the Shockwaves Volume Hairspray, and when I do this I like to lift my hair up at the root because then it stays up longer. And that's it for this one. My next hairstyle is super simple, and this is something I wear all the time because I'm going to be honest, I'm quite lazy. But I tend to wear this more when my hair is curly, and to make my hair curly I take all of my hair, I brush it right onto the top of my head and then I twist it round in a bun, and then I sleep like that and then I wake up with nice bouncy waves. So if you want to make your hair curly, that's one way to do it, and this is something I tend to do when my hair is curly, but today obviously it isn't, it's straight. The first thing I'm going to do is just brush through my hair, and this is the Tangle Teaser, which is brilliant. I swear by this. I just will never go back to using any other hairbrush because this is just the best. And what I'm going to do for this hairstyle is simply clip back the fronts. This works with middle partings and side partings, so it will work for pretty much all of you. And what I do is I just take my teasing comb and I simply brush back and then lift up that hair. So I'm just clipping up this front section. Now it's up to you how far you want to go, if that makes sense. So whether you want just a small section at the top, whether you want all of it, which is quite a vintage sort of look, or you can just go for whichever sort of happens. I tend to go for around here and then leave these bits to fly and do their own thing. So I'm picking up this section and I'm brushing it upwards, and then I'm teasing at the root. Then I brush over the top layer, do a very small twist, then I pinch the hair and push it forwards towards my face, and I pin that in place with bobby pins. Then I like to pull up the top section because that's never as high as I want it to be, and I sort of flatten down the bottom section. And then I fly my hair in the air because that's fun, isn't it? Then for my fringe, I split it into sections as I did in the previous one, and I tease at the root. Then I brush over the top layer, and what I do is I take my hand and brush my hair backwards and then just sort of hold it in place while pushing it forwards, and then I fix that in place with a bobby pin as well. Then what I like to do is pull it down so it looks like it's sort of doing a ooh, up and over kind of thing. Then I take the end of my teasing comb and just lift up the roots because they always fall down and then we get a weird shape and it just looks odd. Then I brush through the rest of my hair and secure with hairspray. This next one is a hairstyle pretty much everyone will have worn at some point in their lifetime, and it is pigtails. But because I'm 20, I have to find some sort of way of making pigtails look less young. I part my hair down the middle, all the way down the back of my head. I'm not particularly neat about it at all, and my hair, as you can see, is slightly messy, and I'm going to keep it that way. And I'm simply going to plait it. So you take 3 sections, and then start plaiting. Then I fasten it at the end with a hair tie. Then I do the same on the other side. Then the next thing I do is I push my hair upwards and sort of mess it up. And like I did in all the other ones, I pull out my hair, but as I do this I hold the end so that otherwise I'm not actually pulling, I'm just pulling it upwards, which isn't really helpful. Then I take this front section and pull it out of the pigtail and I clip it up. Throwing in a bit of teasing. Then I go in and pull out some bits of hair at the front. Then I pull at the plaits to make them look looser and messier. Then I hairspray all of that in place. Ta-da! And the last hairstyle I'm going to show you is a top knot. The first thing to do when doing a top knot is to back comb all of your hair. Well, not necessarily all of it, but sort of around the roots at where your hair is going to be picked up. Now the next step is to tip your head upside down. Now that we're back up the right way, we want to pull on the ponytail like we did before, just to tighten it. Then we want to pull out all of the hair underneath, so you can really go in with your fingers. This is like 80s ponytail right now. Then take your ponytail, pull it upwards and start to twist it around. So you want to twist and then start laying it down like you would a bun. You want to keep this quite loose because we're going to mess about with it later and put it in the shape we want. Then taking a hairband, you're going to secure that in place. Next, do the same with the bun and just pull it out, make it nice and messy. Pull out some more of the hair underneath. Then start taking some pins and pinning it in place. Hi Mama.
Hello.
You alright?
Oh, you're doing a big bun.
Gigantic bun on top of my head. What have you got behind your back?
Hands.
Oh, I got excited then.
Sorry.
Then, as usual, I go in and pull out some from the front. And finally, set it with hairspray. I wore this particular one an awful lot when I was at school because I just wanted to get my hair off my face and I just liked it to be out of the way. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Do comment below and let me know which one was your favourite. I know they were really simple hairstyles that everyone's done, but I just wanted to show you the way I do them and how you can spice up some traditional sort of hairstyles. If you want to follow me on any of my social networks, they are all listed in the description below, and I shall see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I love you guys. Bye! absolutely everywhere. But my hair's up, which is nice. Hi! Ow, I just pulled my hair. Now that I've got my hair up, I don't want to take it down because it's thoroughly annoying. Hi, Mama! I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and I have a text message. Who is that from?
Did buy Lupin a present.
Did you? Was it scratching paste?
Yes.
Yay!
Bye now.
Goodbye now!